Hey everyone, today Paul fills us in on his situation. Brothers and sisters, I want you to know the things that have happened to me have actually spread the gospel. The whole imperial guard and everyone else knows that I'm in prison for Christ. Most of the brothers and sisters have had more confidence through the Lord to speak the word boldly and bravely because of my imprisonment. Some certainly preach Christ with jealous or competitive motives, but others preach with good motives. They're motivated by love because they know that I'm put here for the defense of the gospel. The others preach Christ because of their selfish ambition. They are insincere, hoping to cause me more pain while I'm in prison. But what does it matter? Just this, that Christ is proclaimed in every possible way, whether from dishonest or true motives. And in that, I have joy. How would you feel if a spiritual mentor of yours was attacked or fired or even put in prison for their message? A message that has given you encouragement and hope. I think a lot of us would say, well, it's all over now. The good news had a good run. But Paul says, no. The gospel is still good news and Christ is still Christ. Even if he is in prison. Even if I lose my job, even if the world falls apart, even if other Christians talk about Christ with selfish motives, Christ is Christ, and the gospel can overcome all of that. Now, personally, I'm really curious about these selfish, jealous preachers that Paul talks about here, what their deal is, how exactly they were preaching Jesus with selfish motives. And honestly, though, I'm more concerned about whether I can give those type of people the same sort of grace that Paul does here. Now, you compare what he says here to like the book of Galatians, Paul does care about how Christ is preached, right? Add too much to it or take away too much from the message, and he'll call it another gospel. And even today, people can see through our hypocrisy when we preach Christ, but we live in unchristlike ways. So we can't completely ignore people's motivations when it comes to the way they share the gospel, but Christ is always still Christ. If we believe that Jesus is alive, if we believe that his Spirit is active in us, the good news has a power that goes beyond all of that other stuff. Even if it does matter, the gospel matters more. Whether or not we see it, or whether we like how some people use it, Christ is always at work.